Today we are going to be talking about everything great about college football 25. About a week ago, I did a video. It was called "Everything Terrible About College Football 25." So today we're going to do the opposite. We're going to talk about everything great because there's a lot of great with this game, and it's a really good football game. I mean, I played almost every single day. Now I mostly play Ultimate Team, but I've played Dynasty, played a decent amount to know somewhat good amount of it. I've played Road to the College Football Playoffs. I've played all of it, but like I said, I mostly play Ultimate Team, and I overall think it's a really good game. So we're gonna mostly talk about the gameplay aspect of things, but then we'll talk about each mode individually just a little bit. So let's talk about College Football 25 and its greatness. The best feature about this game, and the thing that I think is just it's just my favorite thing about this game, is the overall movement of the game speed, how the game just straight up plays. If you've played Madden the last couple of years, hell, if you've played Madden 25, you will know that the movement from College Football 25 is very distinctively different. It's so much faster. It just feels so much better, and it like, I don't understand why Madden just does not play like this. Like it plays how like we thought, or how the, because when we first went the next gen Madden, like when Madden, you had the old gen movement where guys were moving around like really crazy, and then they went to next gen and everything was a lot slower, felt sloppier. College Football 25 is the perfect blend of how like old gen Madden used to play and like their new gen with the graphics, the physics, and all that stuff. So it just plays really good. The moving around with the ball carrier, just you have so much freedom to do things with your left stick, and then that's a big thing. Like in Madden, there's not much you can do with your left stick. In college football, you don't even need to spin and juke if you want to. You could just use your left stick and make crazy plays with it. It's almost like everybody has human joystick. It's really cool. But the user on defense is really fast. You could use so many different routes, and it's just it just feels really good, man. The game feels really good, and I wish Madden felt like this. A feature that I really love that they added to College Football 25. Now, hold on. I know this feature is in Madden as well, but it was in College Football first because the game came out before Madden. The ability to full slide and half slide your line. Setting up protections, basically the different ways to set up your protections in this game. I've really liked it. Being able to half slide the line is so good in certain situations, and then being able to full slide the line. I'll be honest, I really only full slide my line for run plays, and I usually half slide my line for pass plays. So just dropping a little gem right there when you're trying to set up your protections. That's kind of how I like to go about it. But the feature is just really good, and another thing is too, like it'll like, so if I half slide my line to the left, right, it shows you what the offensive line, each player, who they're gonna be picking up and all that stuff, and it's just really good because sometimes you might be struggling to pick up a blitz or something like that, and just that little visual feature will just help you out so much when figuring out, okay, how do I block what's this guy's throwing all this stuff at me, how do I block it? So really good feature, and I think it's an underrated feature. Something that will always have you coming back to College Football 25 is the variety of different formations and just different plays that you have to choose from. There is, I think it's on offense, I think there's like 160 playbooks, I want to think, because you got 153 schools, so each school's got their own playbook, and then you got the alternative playbooks as well, so it's at least like 160. There's I guess technically you could say that for defense as well, but there's only so much different stuff you can do on defense, formation wise compared to offense and plays. But there's just so many different formations in this game. You got flex bone, which is anytime I see a guy coming out of flex bone, I know him in for a long game. But there's the flex bone, there's a lot of different stuff out of gun. There's a lot of crazy plays. You got the flea flickers, you got the wildcat, and compared to a game like Madden, there's not really much of that stuff. Now obviously it's college, so you're gonna see a lot of more gimmicky stuff because it's not the pros, but it just makes it fun because every game you might see something different, and there's always an opportunity for you to learn a new offense. Just always change up what you're doing, and it just keeps the game very refreshing. And it's also good to see that they're still updating playbooks and they're adding new plays, and they're tuning different things. So it is good to see that they're still consistently supporting the game, because it came out back in like July. We're in November right now, so it's good stuff to see. I know a lot of people in probably any game, but I know in Madden at least, people always complain about, oh, this guy's running the meta, or you're running a cheese play, which I've never understood what the hell that even means. What is a cheese play? But they'll be like, you're running the meta, you're running the same play over and over. In college football 25, there really isn't like a meta. Like, there really isn't something like, there's not a defense that you could say this is the definitively best defense. It was mid blitz, but it got patched, so it's, you know, it's awful now. So there's not really like a meta defense like that. Okay, this is better than anything else. And on offense, like, what's the meta? Like, there's so many different formations, there's so many different plays. Like, you can't say like what's better than something else. Like, there's just so much stuff. Like, so there's just no meta in the game, which is, it makes it fun because you always see something brand new with the game. It keeps refreshing, which, you know, it helps when you got almost 150 some playbooks. So it's really good. So a lot of you guys out there that just, you know, you hate people to run. Well, now that doesn't mean someone's not going to run the same play over and over. Which I want to say, if someone's running the same play on you over and over and over, and you complain that they're running the same play over and over on you, then it's your fault. Like, it's literally your fault. Quit being lazy, make some adjustments, and go get a stop. Also, you know, since it's really like, I don't think a meta in this game, like, there's just, I would also have to say, like, there's nothing really overpowered. Like, there's nothing like where I'm just like, okay, this needs to get, only thing I would say is overpowered is wear and tear. Like, wear and tear, you know, sometimes that, I think it needs to get toned down just a little bit. I mean, we're in the first quarter, my running back lost 10 speed. What? This one's also kind of gameplay related a little bit. The presentation and the graphics overall in this game are just really nice. I mean, I really like the graphics a lot in this game. It's really colorful. It looks really good. You got so many different stadiums. You got so many different jerseys. You know, there's always something new and refreshing about this game every time that you get on it. And the presentation as well. What I mean by the presentation is, you know, in between plays, the different camera angles you get to see of the replays, which actually helps sometimes when challenging a play. And I feel like in this game, they show really good replays. Like, for example, let's say my quarterback just got hit or I got sacked. I'm like, yo, where did that blitzer, like, who came in? Where did they come from? The replay will show you the top of the play. Like, it's going to show you where the guy came in from, you know, where if a lineman got beaten. It's just, I really like the replays in this game. And then, you know, the intros coming out into the stadium. So it's just, the graphics and presentation in this game are just really nice. Something that I think that does not get talked about enough is being able to challenge a play. Now, I know I'm sure in Madden you've been able to do that in franchise for a while. I don't know. I'm not a big franchise Madden. I keep comparing Madden a lot because we haven't had a football game in a while other than Madden. So I'm just kind of, you know, comparing it off like past Mads and stuff. But in online, you're actually able to challenge a play. That is so major, because how many times have you played a game where it's like, you know, they might have said you called it out of bounds, or they might have said you fumbled and you were down. You're like, well, I can clearly see my guy was down. It's not a fumble. I can clearly see my guy was in bounds. It should be a touchdown. You know, being able to challenge it's like, oh my God. Like, which I never also understood the logic of that, because, like, if I have to challenge a play to get it right, like, does the game, like, automatically just know that, like, it messed up? Like, I don't want to get into the logistics of that because I don't understand it, but just being able to challenge a play online is just so big, because the game gets calls wrong, believe it or not. I got one more thing gameplay related right here, and then we're going to start talking about some different game modes and stuff. The abilities in this game are very, very unique compared to Madden. We've known the abilities we've had in Madden for, you know, the last 4 or 5 years. They've all pretty much been the same. They add a new one here and there, but all the ones in college are brand new and unique. Now, yes, some of them might not be brand new. Like, for example, Inside Disruptor is basically inside stuff for Madden, you know what I mean, just with a different name to it. But college abilities are different because, you know, you have the different tiers, so it's almost like badges in 2K. You got bronze, silver, you know, all that stuff. And I think it's really cool. I know some people don't like the whole abilities thing, but at the end of the day, abilities do spice the gameplay up. They really do. Like, for example, Takeoff, you know, let's say you got a receiver that's got like 98 speed, really good route running, really good receiver. He's cool, but he has no abilities. And let's say you have a receiver that's like 96 speed, really good route running, but he's got like gold takeoff or something like that. He is going to be so much better than that other receiver, because with takeoff, the way he's going to get off that line is absolutely crazy. So I think abilities do kind of help, you know, with a little bit more of a unique experience, and I've always liked them. I don't think there's a reason to hate them. If you know, I don't think they do any harm to the game. So we're going to start talking about different game modes: Road to the College Football Playoffs, Dynasty, Ultimate Team. I definitely have a lot more to talk about Ultimate Team than these other game modes, just because that's the one I play the most. But we'll start with Road to the College Football Playoffs. So I've played it a little bit. I'm 39-0. You know, I've played it a little bit, right? And it's really fun compared to, because this is basically regs. If you don't know what regs is, in Madden regs, it's just normal online play head to head. That's what this is in college, but there's a little bit of a twist to it. You actually go through an entire season, similar to how in Ultimate Team in college you have seasons. So it's similar to that. You go through whatever team you want, and you have a chance to make the playoffs, win a natty. So it's just kind of cool. Like it's a different little bit of vibe to it. It's not just the same of, okay, pick the team you want, play online head to head. So it's pretty cool. You got divisions and all that stuff. I really enjoy it. If you like it, it helps get those competitive juices out, playing against other people, using your teams and stuff. I think I won 2 natties with Miami, and I think I won a natty with Pitt. So I've used a couple different teams, and it's pretty fun. You also can't change the playbooks with it, which I think it makes it really unique to the team you're using. You have to really, run stuff that they would kind of run IRL to an extent. So I really like it. I think their regs is way better than we've seen in Madden for years. Now, I don't have a lot to say about Dynasty. I've actually played Dynasty a pretty good amount, and it's really fun. Now, is it better than Madden's franchise? It's hard for me to say because I have not really played franchise a whole lot on Madden, so that's kind of up for you guys to decide, but I've had a lot of fun playing Dynasty on College Football 25. You see, I got my Delaware Blue Hens. Not in the game, but we're going to be in it next year. We're moving up to the FBS. Let's go. But I think it's really fun. You could be a head coach. You could be a coordinator. There's just, the recruiting is really fun. There's a lot of stuff you can look at, the stats, the season stuff. Look, I don't have a lot to say about Dynasty. You guys that are your Dynasty warriors probably know a lot more about it than me, but if you like the whole team building thing, the sim, it's really good. And playing on Heisman difficulty, I feel like it gives you actually a pretty solid challenge, but it's not like too challenging to where it's like you can't win. Like I think it's got a pretty good balance to it. So I would definitely highly recommend Dynasty. If you're going to play College Football 25, at some point you got to play Dynasty. One more thing that's also kind of related to Dynasty is the team builder. Team builder is really cool. I think they actually just recently also dropped an update for it. I don't really know a whole lot about it, but if you don't know what the team builder is, there's a website where you can basically make any team that you desire. If there's a team that's not in college football, you could make JUCO schools, high school schools, anything. You could customize their jerseys, the whole thing. It's really cool. I've actually made some teams and stuff. And you can import it into the Dynasty. I think that's a really cool feature, and they did also add that into Madden this year, but I think college is a little bit more unique just because it's college, you know what I mean? Now let's go ahead and do a little deep dive into the Ultimate Team. So I really like College Football's Ultimate Team. It is really fun, and some people out there are saying that Ultimate Team is pay to win, and Ultimate Team is the reason why College Football 25 is not good, and all this stuff. First of all, College 25 is good. I don't know where that people were coming up with that it's not good. This is a very good game. That's one. Two, Ultimate Team is not pay to win, because if you have seen the market on this game, it is so cheap compared to what I've ever seen on Madden. Like, you can get some of the high level cards, man, for really cheap. It's crazy. I don't care what you play. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, I'm not going to get mad at somebody because they play Ultimate Team and blame them for the reason why College Football 25 is not good. It just makes no sense to me, right? And people are also saying it promotes gambling. It doesn't. There's only people that promote gambling are people that make videos of them opening packs, etc., etc. I don't do that. I'm a no money spent guy. I just enjoy playing the game, man. Do not blame somebody because they like to play game mode and try to blame them for the reason why other game modes are not successful. The people that made this game, clearly most of their effort has been put into Dynasty. I've played all the game modes, so I can vouch. Back to getting on topic. What were we actually talking about? Oh yeah, Ultimate Team. Yeah. So there's a lot of wide variety of cards that they're able to use for college. Like, Madden, obviously it has to be guys in the NFL and all that stuff. With college, it's like there's so many guys you could choose from, because in everyone was good in college. If you made the NFL, you were good. Kind of, but everyone's good in college, so the amount of names that they can use for Ultimate Team is really cool. Like today, RG3 came out. Who else came out? It was Malcolm Jenkins. I didn't even know apparently Malcolm Jenkins played corner in college. I didn't know that, but because in the league he was a safety. But there's so many cool names, that can come out and stuff. So it's to go with this gameplay, like these mobile quarterbacks, your RG3s, and your Michael Vicks, all that stuff. When they come out, they're gonna be so fun to use, because you can make crazy plays with quarterbacks with their legs in this game. Because you guys know mobile quarterbacks are just really good. I kind of touched on this a little bit when we were talking about the pay to win aspect. The market on this game is really cheap. Like, no money spending on this game is very easy, because cards just aren't that much. Like, for example, a 92 overall just came out today. It is a kicker, but he's only 80,000 coins. Like, that's one of the highest overall cards. Like, the new cards that are coming out are all 92s. Then you got the, you know, the 93s or the LCDs, but you know, like, that's insane. That's great value. So anybody can really make a team on this game and be competitive, and especially if you're good at the game. You know what I always say, scheme over team. The last thing I want to say that I really like about Ultimate Team is the card arts in this game. They're badass. They really are. You know, one thing I've hated about Madden for a while is that it's not really card arts anymore. It's more like a card sticking out of a folder. It just looks really weird. In this game, it's actual like cards, so the card arts look really good. Now I know some of them do look a little cheesy because it's like, it's, you know, the player in-game model, but the ones where it's like actually the players and stuff, they look really cool. So I do like the card arts a lot in this game. But yeah, man, that's pretty much everything I could think off the top of my head that I just really, you know, I think makes College Football 25 great. Obviously there's more stuff they can add. They're going to update it in the next game. We'll see more stuff. More schools are going to be added in the next game. So if there's anything on here that we did not talk about that you think needs to be talked about that we left out, comment it down below. If you guys did enjoy the video, man, drop a like. And if you want to see more College Football 25 content, you're not subbed, sub to the channel. Like I said, I mostly do play Ultimate Team, but you know, sometimes I play other game modes. That's all I got today, man. Till next time, man. See y'all in the next one.